Welcome along, everyone. What was it like, that experience, jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
Just go out there and give it your every time. And
when you're young and you get in the old man super stock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Daddy. Look at that field. Doesn't it look fantastic?
Hey everyone, welcome along to Trackside with Kokpit, brought to you by GARAGE16. Kinser at home, and of course Booker joining me live from where it's all getting underway, the big action for the Superstock charity, the Valvoline Superstock charity invitation. Hey Books, mate, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good today, actually, mate. It's been a fantastic day. Up and down weather here today, but that means nothing. I mean, the long-range forecast for the weekend is spectacular. Sam, who we're talking to shortly, gave me a scare yesterday. He goes, oh, the weather's changing up, eh? And I'm like, what? Yeah, it's going to get real hot. I'm like, oh, you. Thinking he was meaning that. I went to grab my phone out and look. Hey, bloody hell. But no, mate, it's awesome. The track, everything here just looks fantastic. Pole lines being painted, fences being painted. You know, Dirt was talking to me last night, and he goes, on your live you did, is that fence being painted? I said, yep. And he goes, what at the pit gate? I said, yep. He goes, you know, because we'll announce what he's done shortly. But it's very, very, very cool, man. It's very cool being here, actually. Helped out a bit today with Stan and Rod. Is it Rod? Rod, I think it's Rod. Helped out them today, barking out some stuff for Friday, sorry. So yeah, it's been good fun, mate. Fun.
Wicked. They're putting you to work, mate. It's always good to have you watching from in the shed. Mark Goodman always joining us as well. Tracy Vincent. Hey, happy birthday, Trace, for the other day. Kerry Gates, Warren McGee, Richard Mason, Steve Murray. Evening to everyone. Jack Wilson's on board watching. Lucas, the Waharo Taniwha. Wayne Ottens jumped in there, called me the Waharo Taniwha. I quite like really like that name. It could bloody stick. Hey, let's hope we get to see the action unfold. Why I say let's hope, it's been 3 years in the making from memory. This Friday, Saturday, Valvoline Superstock charity invitation obviously doesn't need any introduction because we've been talking about it for a few years now. Ronald McDonald House Charity, Starship campaign supporter as well, and the man behind it all, Steve Williams. There's so many celebrity guests, but mate, you're there on site. The new tar seal around the track, everything just looking 100% superb for Friday and Saturday.
Mate, it's incredible. I'll say it now, mate. It starts tonight. This is where the fun starts tonight, and it all finishes on Saturday night. And it finishes with a big frickin' bang on Saturday night too. So it's this where it starts. We're starting this build up tonight. This is where the racing's starting tonight. This is it, mate. We're in the home stretch. We've got, what do we got? 1, 2, 3 laps to do before we get to the final lap. And then we're racing, mate. Hey, how's that?
Sounded like me, Waharo, cutting down the laps and all going around the track. Hey, I still receive phone calls, messages, texts. Thank you to each one of you all that turned up to Huntly last weekend. Obviously, Booker and I were the voices on the commentator, and the feedback's just been overwhelming. We just had Brad Lane join us, who was doing the wheel stands and the 1NZ modified. He put on a good show, maybe only 3 or 4 cars out there, but he entertained the crowd, and he said he had good feedback as well from us entertaining it, making kids play a bit of ruggers, having a bit of a run. But overall, just getting turn 3, 4, those big horns going to town as well. Hey, it was all about entertaining you, the fans, because really it's all about you. They turn up to watch the drivers entertain you, and you dig deep in your pocket, and hey, that's what it's all about. It's all about charities. It's a good cause, and that's running into a segue now. We bring in Sam Ashton, who's been stressing out. Let's bring in our mate.
Bring him in. Here we go. There's young Samuel.
Hey boys, how are you?
Good, mate.
Good, mate. How are you, actually, is the key question. How are you, honestly?
I am knackered. I am shattered, and it's only day 2 of the week. It's just, there's a lot of work behind the scenes that a lot of people don't get to see for this type of event. Like, it's more work in this, I think, to run an event like this than New Zealand champs. Like there is, if a driver pulls out, I've got to find another replacement for them. I don't get to just scratch them off the list and move on. I've got to find the replacement so I can still meet the 70 super stocks, the 26 mini stocks, the 28 stock cars. So, there's a lot of work involved trying to find people that would want to come up. And now we get into the nitty bit of the week, and it's now time where people need to start loading cars up and getting ready to show up. So it's just a bit of the point now. People are going to have run out of time to get their cars ready if we have to replace them.
Yeah, Sam, I know because, like I said at the intro, there's been a few years in the making, mate, considering, what we've been through. And I don't want to go back there and reflect on that. It's all about this Friday and Saturday. You've actually been behind the scenes, I would guess, from, of course, the stepping stone for you now as promoter for TWS Paradise Valley Speedway. But, there is a lot of work that needs to be acknowledged and that goes on behind the scenes. Yes, that's why you tend grey like I am. But you're lucky, mate. You're still young. You're still young.
Yeah. No, I've been a part of this event for the last couple of years since Steve Williams come to the club about it. I was on the committee, still am now on the committee, but now this is my time to step as a promoter and run the event. Sonia did her dash last year, and all credit to her last year. It's just heartbreaking. All week the weather was nice, and then the day of the event it started raining, and poor old Sonia, she was stuck in Wellington that morning, and she was on the phone to me. Oh, what's the weather doing? What are we going to do? And when she had to make the call that it was postponed, it was heartbreaking as a club as well. We put a lot of time and effort into this event, and we don't see much from this event. We're just hosting it. All the money that we make goes towards Starship and Ronald McDonald House. So, for us to postpone it because of the weather and COVID, it was heartbreaking for us. So we're going to get it over the line this year, and we're going to make it a successful meeting.
Mate, because the duty actually took you for a bit of a trip across the ditch, especially with Bathurst, and you had a bit of a chat, one-on-one chat, face-to-face chat with some key personality when it comes to celebrities. That's how it goes, because you've got to engage with these people. It just doesn't happen via a text or a Facebook Messenger. You've actually got to do the hard work behind the scenes, because these people come with their own personal credentials as such, and you put them into a super stock, so you got to make sure they're safe. There's all this work behind the scenes.
Yeah, there's a lot of work with those celebrities. Yeah, like you said before, I was lucky enough. I went over to Bathurst this year. I got to meet Brad Jones from Brad Jones Racing, so the team owner. I got to meet Andre Heimgardner and have a chat, about this weekend coming. And all he could talk about was how excited he was to hop in the Superstock. He was just all he could think about was the Superstocks, and he was telling every driver up and down that pit lane about the event. And Macaulay Jones was in there, and he was talking about it. He really wanted to come over and do it, and and we had our celebrities at the time, so we couldn't, fit them in. So there's a lot of work involved, and like you said, it just doesn't happen by an email. And Steve Williams has been a big push for that, to help get these celebrities involved. And my dad, Lance, he's been working behind the scenes as well, getting all the celebrity cars. And, and we've got 12 really good cars for those celebrities to race. And, it makes it harder when we've got to invite 70, because those 12 cars should be in that top 70 field come Saturday.
Yeah, mate. Well, you said it there. You got two groups, blue and green. It's been split up there. 70 drivers, two groups of 35. That's for the big superstar action. What other classes are running on the Friday and the Saturday? So
on the Friday, we have the 28 stock car drivers invited from across New Zealand wide for the Mondial VGL stock cars best of the best. And they'll do 3 heats on the Friday and then 3 heats again on the Saturday. So points over the 6 heats determine first, second, and third. And then the Friday night, we have a group of mini stocks coming to race for the King Signs mini stock battle, which is a different group of mini stocks that we've got racing on the Saturday night. So there's 2 groups of mini stocks we had to find for this weekend. And on Saturday, we've got 26 mini stocks coming for the Salter Cartage mini stock battle, which is quite special. Those ones had a criteria they had to meet, and Steve picked those ones from clubs. And there's 2 cars from every track and a couple more from Rotorua and Auckland. And they get to pair it with a qualifier out of the top 26 for this weekend. So they'll do a draw, and on the infield we have an opening ceremony about 6:30 on the Saturday after the repecharge, and the mini stock drivers will walk up, pull a bag, and on the back of the bag will be one of the qualifiers, and the qualifiers will come up and pull a marble, and whatever grids that super stock driver pulls is the grids for both the mini stock and the super stock driver for the weekend.
Awesome, mate. Hey, is it right that racing starts on Friday 7 o'clock and Saturday at 6 o'clock?
Yes, that is correct.
All right, so there you go. Just keep an eye on the Facebook page, all the relevant information for all the fans who want to come along to enjoy the big weekend. Just keep an eye on the page, and it should be an awesome weekend. Books, mate, been busy watching this young man, running around, pulling his hair out, no doubt.
He's been doing a fantastic job, Yeah, I think, and like he did a fantastic job. We watched him at the triples meeting, so it's, doing a good job. I can see the stress in the young fella happening, but he'll get there. It's his first year doing it, so there's, he'll make mistakes, and you got to be aware of that. That's going to happen. Any job you start for the first time that you haven't done, you're going to make mistakes, and that's life. You just fix the mistake and you move on. So if you do make a mistake, Sam, don't get upset about it. Just see how you can fix it and move on, mate. But
yeah, and that's what you got to do. You learn from your mistakes. Is the way I've always been brought up. Was you make a mistake, you learn from it, so you don't do it next time. And and this is the first time I've had to run. This is my first ever major event I've had to run.
Yeah, it's very cool, mate.
Opening night and that. What was that, Booker?
It's very cool. Very cool.
Yes, it is cool. I enjoy it. I'm loving this. Like the stress is it's not stressful. It's just time consuming. And as everybody's probably aware, this time of the year, time is not on our sleeve. It's not something that we all have now. And everybody's coming up to their Christmas work dues and knock off and Christmas holidays. And like today, I woke up and I looked at the time and it was 6:30 in the morning. And then I looked at my phone again and it was 5:30 at night. And I just sat there and was like, where did the day go?
Yeah. But there's even a bigger event on the Thursday as well, eh? We're talking sim racing here, mate. That's the biggest event in New Zealand, But a sim racing.
Yes, we've got some very cool. We've got two racing simulators coming along Friday and Saturday night. Brought to us by you two, Booker and Kinser, and a special shout out goes to a guy called.
Hold on. I'll just say this.
One of the guests from tomorrow night I've just hung up on.
Say that again, Sam.
So we've got two racing sims in the bottom of the club rooms on Friday and Saturday, brought to us by Booker and Kinser, and then a special shout out to the main man Dirt. He's done many hours behind the scenes and building the racetrack, Rotorua Speedway for this game, for this mod, for us to race around this weekend, and looking at the processes or the program he's made and what he's doing is I don't know how to say it. It's wicked to see the progress he's making in the track and how realistic he's made it. Like watching the video the other day of him in the pits, it almost made me feel like I was standing there in real life watching him drive through the pits, and it is wicked. And all credit to Dirt and himself. And I don't know how long he's been making games. So I think it's 20 plus years he's been, in the R Factor making racing games and cars, and full credit to Dirt. And I'm hoping that we can showcase his work and your guys' work in the Kokpit mod, this weekend, and get as many kids involved. Get on there. It's a gold coin donation. What we're going to do is we're going to do a runoff type scenario. So you bring a mate along, gold coin donation each. We'll give you a 4-lap runoff around Rotorua. So you get the virtual mate next door to you, roll him, hang him from the fence, send him for a hot dog and ask if he wants some sauce with that hot dog. Get involved, come down, have a look at the work that Dirt's put into this and Booker designing the cars. And I think it's going to be wicked, these simulators.
Yeah. So are we going to are we doing anything like a fastest lap prize or anything like that for this one, or no? We're just going to do race your mate?
I'm probably just going to do race your mate at this stage.
Yeah.
I'm just going to see how the interest is on the Friday. If we get lots of interest and lots of drivers want to do a fastest lap challenge on the Saturday, we might throw in a fastest lap challenge, and the winner of that will win a family pass to the World 240s in a couple of weeks later.
And look, and if any drivers are watching tonight, come down and race your fans as well. I'm sure the fans would love to race the real drivers in a race, wouldn't they, Kinser, on the old simulator? So, I know William Humphries is coming. He races with us online, and Todd Hemingway and a few others that are coming. I think Todd's coming. Is Todd Hemingway coming?
He's coming. Yep.
I think we've got a few, and who else is coming? I don't know. I have to look at the driver. I haven't even looked at the driver. How bad is that? That's shocking. Hey?
Yeah, no,
but
he's
it's all going to be set up. Dirt's made the Rotorua track from scratch. It looks freaking fantastic. I think I actually just received it tonight, to be honest. So I'll be setting that up. We painted 2 cars up, so you can drive a latest Rees car, or you can drive as a HSP, the Humphreys car, HSP Humphreys car, but it has a body on it, so it looks like Dirt's one he had in our E series with the Ford wide body on it. It actually looks really cool and sharp. So that's something else that's happening on the before the meeting on Friday and before the meeting on Saturday. But like Sam said, cold gold donation, and that money goes to the charities, which is just another way to just give them some more money, which is what we're trying to achieve here.
Bring it on, because on Friday, I'll jump in there. I'm going to wear my 1NZ t-shirt. There you go. You can come and smash me and roll me over. And I tell you what, because you learn from these things, as Sam touched on, you learn from your mistakes. I didn't learn on Sunday. I let this young bugger pass me not only once, but bloody twice. But I didn't want to wreck that tyre wall and hold up the other classes behind us like the stock cars did. Otherwise, I would have pinged him. We started on pole together, Now you know I'm talking shit, eh?
By the time you got there, Sam, he'd already done another lap. He was all
I tried to throw a tow rope out and catch on the back of it, but I missed. Sam, it was a pleasure racing you. I didn't realise until I found out you were the 1NZ adult mini stock champ at the moment, and I know there's another big championship, whether or not you can get down there with your busy life you have at the moment. But mate, it was pleased running alongside the 1NZ and the 2NZ as well. I had a blast. As you can tell, I haven't stopped smiling. I've got the bug, mate. I've got the bloody bug. Going to have to sort something out now. But, I know you're busy. I know you got a lot on your plate. I know you got to get back to doing what you need to do. Appreciate you taking time out to join us, mate. Thanks for coming up and joining us in the commentary box last Saturday as well. Good to see you. And good racing laps with you too as well, mate.
Yeah, it was awesome to, line up next year. It was quite cool looking out the window and seeing you beside me in that second heat. It was a race to the flag, and it was awesome. Full credit to Rebecca and Mike and Campbell for letting me use their car on the weekend. It was awesome to drive that car. That thing is a rocket ship.
Yeah.
But all my focus now has turned towards this weekend and making it a successful meeting and enjoying everybody on that crowd gets to watch it. And, I've got a couple of giveaways to give away during the night. We've got a T-shirt cannon, so we're going to fire out some T-shirts and, come along, bring the family. Especially on that Saturday night, go to the Pizza Hut, get some pizzas, come and sit on the bank and watch some racing, and then enjoy the night with a big fireworks display brought to us by the Rotorua Trust this weekend. Everybody loves a good fireworks display, so I got a little surprise up my sleeve come that last heat. So keep an eye out for that last heat. There's a little bit of a surprise on the Saturday night that everybody will see. So make sure you're there to watch it. If you can't attend. The Pits live stream, the Pits TV are live streaming it. So, jump online, buy the stream and support the meeting or the money, like Jay said, the money that he makes through the stream is going towards Ronald McDonald and Starship Foundation. So if you can't attend, make sure you hit the Pits TV up for a live stream.
Wicked, mate. Wicked. I'll get you next time on the laps, mate. Anyway, have fun, eh? Cheers. Thank you. I know you got a lot happening with you. We better let you go, and we better bring in our next guest, Aaron Lewis. But cheers, Sam. Look forward to catching up. I'll see you on Friday, mate. Don't stress out too much. You'll be all good, mate. Yeah,
and I'll see you guys on the weekend. Thank you for what you're doing this weekend for us with the Sims and the interviews with the drivers in the pit. It's another way we can promote the drivers and their sponsors. So thank you, and I'll see you on Friday.
Awesome, Sam.
Cheers,
thanks, mate.
Thank you.
See ya. There we go, Sam. Actually, some people got some nice things to say online here for him too, Kins. Although you might better go back and read through the comments later. But yeah, people are fizzing about this event, and like you said to me, that one picture that's been shared and posted all over the bloody Facebook is incredible. The amount of coverage it's getting. So I think you might want to get here early for a good seat, on both nights. So. But yeah,
I would guess treat this event very similar to the 240s. All right, if you know the capacity of what that does when it comes to crowds and everything like this, this is going to be huge. It's been a lot in the coming. Andrew, good to have you on the show watching. Big Bang, Big Bucks, Dave Thomas. Steve Murray, yes, I will make my way out to Mary Dirt Club, mate. Have a go out there sometime in the future. I look forward to it. I used to kick back out there back in the day. Liam, Zach, Richard and Trudy always watching. Josh Barton, Cody, Connor, Thomas, Flynn, Brad Wright. What else we got here? Wayne Otton. Time the flag racer, Waharoa. Lols, good to have you on board, mate. What do we got here? What do we got? Tice, Ams is watching as well. We're fizzing for this one. Mark Goodman, yeah, it's going to be one not to miss out on. Kins must have been a threat at Rangeview for your crown. Tyson, Mike's watching as well. Ross Ashbury, Pinochle. We caught up with Paulie and Pinochle on the weekend. Paul Mason. Oh, see now changes blooming stupid thing. Anyway, up Sam Ashton from Paul Mason.
What are you grumping at?
Oh, updated thing on my phone. You touch one thing and moves on to another video, and I won't. You know what I'm watching. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. It is not like that. Family. Aaron McKenzie, boys. Weekend's going to be going off. Yeah, wicked. Mac is watching. Anyway, let's bring in talking to Aaron's.
Yes,
Aaron Lewis, mate.
Let's bring him in, Mr. GARAGE16 himself. Hey, Aaron, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. Good. Good to see you, boys.
Good to see you, my friend. Had a bit of a weather event down there in the capital, eh?
Mate, she was blown a gale. We ended up in the middle of like this wee mini tornado thing down in Lower Hutt, and yeah, there's glass falling off buildings and roofs flying everywhere and all that sort of stuff. So a little bit of excitement for the day. Make sure the old heart's still working, and we're all good.
Mate, talking about all good, look, the weather looks good for this coming weekend. You obviously know how it's been over the last few years. Obviously, Sam kind of briefly touched on it from the promoter's point of view because you've had an association as the sponsor for the Celebrity Challenge. Mate, it's been tough. It's been a tough few years, eh? But bring it on this Friday, Saturday.
Oh, that's what it's all about, man. And yeah, obviously, last few years it hasn't happened, and everyone stayed committed to it. It's unbelievable the amount of work that the team there at Rotorua have done. That's just incredible, and Sam's done a pretty awesome job for a newbie, as they call it. And look, yeah, obviously Steve, he's brought all the celebrities into the game, and then from there, obviously supporting Ronald McDonald House and the Starship Foundation. I mean, two of the best charities in the country that I think we could put some backing behind.
Yeah,
mate, for you personally in GARAGE16 to be part of the Celebrity Challenge, and being part of New Zealand Speedway history in some sense as well, just the charities, like you said, Ronald McDonald House and Starship, this just means a lot for you.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, when this first sort of came up, it was about sort of 3.5 years ago, and we jumped at the opportunity. Like anything in life, you work hard, and we work very, very hard behind the scenes, and so does our team. So, the option to be able to do this sort of stuff is comes on the back of a bit of hard work. So it's great to be able to contribute from that side of it. And then, of course, then there's the other side of it where we get to be part of one of the coolest events I think Speedway's possibly seen.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
mate. You got your name associated with, dare I say it, the celebrity race. Hayden Patton, who we're catching up with tomorrow. Greg Murphy, who we're going to catch up with tomorrow. The man of the moment, Steve Williams, we're also going to be talking with tomorrow. But you got the likes of drift car drivers, of course. There's a few names there. Cole Armstrong, Chris Vanderdrift. You got Richie Stanaway, who's got a full-time gig now in the V8. Darren Kelly, Simon Evans, Aaron Slight, a legend in his own right, not only on 2 wheels, but also on 4. Lance Hughes comes into the mix as well. There's a name that's been associated with touring cars and many other race cars out there. Mate, you can't just help yourself but to be associated. Andre Heimgartner, the list just goes on.
I know, it's absolutely crazy. I'll be fanboying all weekend, and I'm hanging out with you guys, and if I disappear, you know where I'm going to be, and it's going to be getting selfies left, right, and centre. Other than that, mate, no. Look, to have these sorts of celebrities, I mean, we're talking the current bloody Bathurst champ.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
just you know, he's off to Grove next year, and yeah, I mean, just yeah, man, these guys, you know, I watch them, you know, another point though is I've never been to Rotorua to watch a race.
Oh,
wow.
Yep, so many times we've tried to, in fact, you know, GARAGE16, we tried putting on a few modified events and that with Sonia, and that was all wrapped up in COVID and weather and all sorts of issues. So definitely many times we've attempted to get down there. I've been to the track and, you know, caught up with Sonia and the committee members and stuff and had a good look around. It looks incredible. But this is going to be my first taste of action there at Rotorua Speedway. So other than having the celebrities raising money for a good cause, yeah, I reckon it's just going to be wicked to experience a racing there for the first time, because they tell me it's pretty wicked.
mate.
Wow.
It is gonna yeah, where we're sitting and where you're gonna be, probably the corporate tent up the top. That first corner is gonna blow your mind. 100%. It did it to me last year at the 240s. I'd been here before, but I sort of sat at the other end, and it wasn't a really big meetings I'd been to before. But when you get, I mean, we look at the class of drivers we've got this weekend at the track. Mate, you're
Celebrities aside, we've got all the super stock guys and all of that sort of stuff, and the cool thing is that you know there's lots of events, and there's lots of charities, and there's lots of things that we're expected to give to these days. This is one of those ones where you know we're getting double the value, because you get to come along and watch a race, and then an amazing club like Rotorua are basically just doing it for probably not even their costs. And then we've got the live stream there from the Pits TV, and I know all the profits from that are going to head off as well. I'm sure there's going to be other incentives for the fans and the crowd to give to these charities while they're there involved this weekend. But you get to watch, you know, 70 of the best cars. Oh, look at that snap! Snap. Oh shit! So yeah, it's just a great thing to be involved in, and you know, even being asked on the show tonight and stuff, and you know, I've been on the show with you guys plenty of times, and that, but finally to get this event underway, looking at that weather forecast, it's I'm ready to leave now.
Yeah, mate, you are going to be just living it, because like Booker said, I tell you what, I guarantee you, after this event, you'll be back in about a month's time for another big event. I guarantee you, mate. I guarantee you'll be back.
Yeah.
Because
I reckon Kins, after the first race, he's going to turn to us and say, I'm booking my accommodation for the 240s, but there won't be any here because it's already all booked out.
You'll be sorted, mate.
In the comments, put your comments up if you've been to Rotorua for the 240s or something, and just tell Aaron just how sick it is and how good it is at this track. And the track at the moment is looking
great.
Anybody that comes this weekend, when you walk in the gates this week, or you drive in, because you drive in the road and all you see is this great Coliseum looking place.
Yeah.
But when you get in here now, the work that's gone in by Stan and his team, all volunteers, you got to remember too, you know. You wait till you see it. It's just spectacular.
Yeah, you're gonna love it, Aaron. Yeah, it's like a Coliseum. Booker is right. He experienced it earlier this year with the 240s. Who's watching? Madu Goodley. Always good to have you on, Madu, to watch. Look away, Nottin's going, Madu. Madu's going, g'day, Aaron Lewis. Madu's going to get you, my brother. What's up? Hey. Kylie Bowater, good to have you on the show. Kylie, 240s is epic. You're right, Dave. It's epic, Aaron. He's telling you. It's so sick. Kylie says it's wicked. 240. Oh, blimmin' thing. I don't want to look at your live stream. We'll better turn the volume down.
What's that?
Tracy kind of. No, not Tracy. 240s just mean is epic. Oh, there we go. The Coliseum of Gladiators.
Thomas.
Nah, Thomas, it's stink. Stay in Wally.
Yeah. Whatever, Thomas.
Hey. No, it's stink owl. That's Thomas. Hey, my bro, it's stink owl.
Hey, just a quick thing that just popped into my head too for the people watching. You can spread the rumour or whatever, but there was a rumour going round that came to us that Asher Rees wasn't going to race the New Zealand title and that he had been given a stand down at Wanganui, whatever the were. I can confirm for you that there was no stand down at Wanganui, and Asher Rees will defending his title at Miani for the New Zealands. So I've had that information in, and I know it to be true. So yeah, stop your rumours, you rumour mongers.
Well, I was going to tell you my news, but now it's just pointless.
No, well, tell us, because I know you're a fanboy, Nova. So tell us, please. I want to hear your news.
No, actually, the news is that the cool thing is we're putting the band back together for this weekend, and I'm dragging Vince out of the office. Yeah. And, we're going to both cruise around there up at Rotorua. Obviously, other thing about this event is we get to see heaps of people that we haven't seen much. Obviously, with GARAGE16 having a bit of a quieter year this year, we haven't been touring around the country. So if you do catch us at the track, definitely come and say hello, and tell us a little bit about your speedway journey and stuff. We love hearing it, and we're just looking forward to both being there for the event.
But you said band. Where about you jamming? Where are we going to do the gig?
No. The band back together. Him and Vince travelling together.
Oh, so I knew he's got a music.
He's too old to get the band back together.
Oh no. That's a whole nother story. That's an announcement for a few weeks' time.
The other live music at Teams, bro.
I was going to bring my guitar and amp and come and have a jam session.
Oh, damn right. Absolutely. Yeah. We'll get a speedway band going. It'll be brilliant.
Jing-a-chick, jing-a-chick. Hey, we'll be singing Doobie Brothers. Hey. Oh, whatever. Party.
So, listen, you've also, we're going to touch on it because you're here with us now, mate. So everybody says to me, I thought GARAGE16 were finished. But they were never finished, were they? They were just taking a break for a year. But we keep pulling him back in to do stuff with us. So I
don't need much convincing, to be honest with you.
No, so people,
because we have a shitload of fun. But you're right. No, we and doesn't bother me how many times I say the construction company is a big thing. Clark Construction Services. That company there is actually a big part of the reason why we've been able to be involved in Speedway for the last 4 or 5 years. Obviously, we run under our brand GARAGE16 for the media side of it and all that flashy stuff. So this year it was we had to definitely concentrate on this part of our brand. And Vince there is jumped on. He's the main business manager of the company now. So and then for me, calm down a little bit, and then we'll reevaluate at the end of the season. And we've still got some cool stuff coming up this year, and I'm racing a bit myself and that. But it's also nice to have a break. We've been on the road for 4 years straight, so it's good to refresh and get reinvigorated.
Yeah, mate. How's the racing going? So what's that, mate?
You keep seeing me ducking. It's because I keep hearing gunfire outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the boys are out shooting the rabbits before the punters come in on Friday, Saturday.
I heard you say that to bloody Sam. I thought you just been rabbit hunting.
His house is down here, so I hope there's no rabbits by my bloody camper.
Now we're going to be there, and you guys are going to be there, so we're going to bring some merch stuff with us. And, things like masks and dustproof glasses and things like that to give away to people this weekend. So keep an eye out for the boys at Kokpit. They're walking around. I'll make sure that they've got a few of those prizes on them to give out.
Yeah, bro. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Hey, and Wilson's got Kins and his 10 guitars. They should play Kins, eh?
Right, I'll play that. Aaron McKenzie just reiterating 240s for you, Aaron. From Aaron, 30 cars into first turn, mate. It's just unbelievable. 240s.
I've watched it on the live stream and gone, wow, imagine what that's like being there.
Yeah. Muddy, you're right. Asher is racing at the Hoki Ashby Memorial Race on the 28th.
And he's here this weekend.
Yeah, he's here this weekend.
Asher's here this weekend.
Yep. So plenty going on here. Don't sell the mod, mate. Richie Mason. Don't sell the mod.
No, definitely not selling the modified. That's we're having a ball with that.
Hope your wife stopped watching.
Oh no. No, look. I think the difference, like Kelly is actually, she's. I mean, she doesn't like me racing, but she's sort of right in behind what I'm up to now because I've, we get the car out for club meetings and Richie and I try and get things right. But poor old Richie that sent the comment in, he busted his shoulder up this year, and of course I've been bloody busy with work and that. So yeah, this year we're just heading out for club stuff, and I'm pretty sure next year we'll go and try and take on Brad and Jonas and all those guys. We'll be right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Daniel, I don't believe all tickets are sold out this weekend yet, mate. So I don't know where you heard that, but I don't think that's the case. But I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either, Books. I
No.
doubt it. I very much doubt it.
Yeah.
But jump on board, go through the website, what they're using there, but I very much doubt it, I'd say. You
Yeah.
get a seat, Daniel, just turn up, mate, and you'll be all good. There's plenty of space. Look, you can share the seat with the guy that carries up the big lounge suite, is it? That's
Mate,
the guy, he'll be there, so
that-
jump on his seat.
That was epic. And I'll tell you what, I walked up and down those stairs a couple of times this week so far. That guy is more than a legend to carry a couch up there because holy moly, it is just insane. Who's that funny looking fella? Lol?
Jade's watching. Aaron, Jade, you know Jade? Sibley?
Jade?
Who's it? Yeah.
Hey, yes, Jade's awesome. He's from down south. Back to the construction days. He didn't work for Clark Construction, but I was his boss in the precast yard down there at Fulton Hogan Civil South back in the day. And man, we had a heck of a lot of fun over there over the years there. That was a really, really hard job to do. So you had to have a pretty good crew and a good bunch of people around you to have a bit of fun with. And he was a young fella then, I guess. He's catching up now, but cool to hear he's watching the show. Hi.
Awesome, mate. You just down the road, obviously, with the New Zealand Modifieds coming up March. I know you had your first experience at the NZs at Huntley, and you were just smiling from cheek to cheek, mate. It was the biggest grin you've had for a while. You still am, yeah. Are you going to have another go at it at Stratty?
Yeah, I really would like to. I actually, because I'd booked tickets to Pink for my wife. You know, me and my wife were going to go.
Right, yes.
And Pink's on that weekend, and I booked it for Dunedin, thinking that I was going to miss the New Zealand Modified Champs, but turns out the Dunedin Pink concert's on the Tuesday night, so it looks like I've now got that weekend free, and I reckon just 4.5 hours up the road, it'll be just way too tempting not to at least go and have another crack.
Good on you. Good on you, mate. You're loving it, so you're enjoying it. Look, you're still smiling, you're happy, and you're going to be out there. Why not? You know, that's what race drivers like to do. Have fun, bring it on. Thinking that I was what? Bring it on. So everyone's saying bring on this weekend, and hey, just keep in touch on obviously the Rotorua Facebook page. There seems to be the odd. Don't click on these add friends page. These links that get sent out to add friends. There's some idiots around the world that make these friends page out of events pages. So please, I cannot stress, do not click on that stuff, let alone click on maybe any other live stream links as well. So just keep away from it. We all know the deal around what is the main page, and we all look 70 super stock drivers. 2 gross 35. It's like, and we said to young Sam before, it's like the bloody 240s minus a couple of drivers and the defending champ, obviously, from 240s. But man, there is a good field. The mini stocks, like Sam said, he broke that all down, and there'll be someone going around with that. What's that gun thing? Books,
T-shirt cannon, mate. It's got a t-shirt cannon.
Yeah.
He's going to be firing t-shirts into the crowd.
Is that us?
He's going to be firing I saw it on the way. It's a hell of a t-shirt cannon. Holy moly. It's got some boogie.
Okay, boys, tell me who's your pick. Who's your super stock driver pick, and who is your celebrity pick?
Well, I don't want to say my celebrity yet because I've got 3 of them on tomorrow night. So in case they're watching, I'll wait for that one. So I might not quite say that one just yet. And the other thing too is there's so many good drivers here this weekend, and I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's hard. I mean, the way Asher drives, he gets himself up there quick, but I think some people might be ready to start trying to stop him as well because he's a bit much. So, but it's hard to say, to be honest. I don't know. I would love to see some. I'd see Jaden Ward's there too. So he's another contender. You know, it's I'd like to see someone that doesn't have the best of luck sneak through and win it. And if it's a B car, even better. So, you know, but yeah, it's just too hard to pick now, you know. But I have an idea of who I think will take out the celebrity, but I'm going to hold that opinion. So in case they see this and they give me shit tomorrow night.
Well, you never know. Like throughout the celebrities, there's some really, really cool, cool drivers with cool backgrounds. Like, you know, I know Fangadan's in there now. That's a bit of a shout out to Ian Stewart at RTR. I know he drives one of his souped up Fords. Another sort of incredible Kiwi kicking goals all the way across the other side of the world. But yeah, Fanga, he's going to come in with that drift experience. Cole in there as well. But yeah, I don't think those other guys are going to be not trying.
It's funny though, mate. You say the drift experience, but I've seen a few drifters come into Speedway and they can't do it properly. They struggle on the dirt track because I think drifting's a lot different to, like, I suppose with the supers in there, and you're using the diff and the power to go through the corners. And I think they just struggled. There was a guy, that Fing and Dan's cousin or brother, super stock at Miani, and he struggled. Yeah, so it'd be interesting, but like, and then you see you got Hayden Patton who's been on the dirt, but that's normally 4-wheel drive and everything in it. So it's going to be interesting. But see, there's people like Greg Murphy that have driven them before as well, because he did the Tiger Woods one at Huntley that time. I don't know what your thoughts are, Kins.
Well, Richie Stanaway grew up at Rotorua with his father, Neville Stanaway. He knows it. He's raced it many a times. He knows that track like the back of his hand. He's lived it and bred it through his great dad, Neville Stanaway, who was a rebel in his own right. You know, the 1R, the 62R car back in the day. You've also, like you mentioned, Hayden Patton. He's pedaled in a midget and done a sprint car before, so he's got that dirt experience. The drift guys, yes, it's only one way, but when you had it at Western Springs, a big celebrity race up there, Mad Mike ripped it all up in Mark Osborne's Super Saloon. He just carved some of those guys up, but obviously he's not there. So all of these guys got potential. All of these Kiwi drivers in their own right have potential to do anything, and anything is possible. So I'm not going to put a name out. Look, Steve Williams is in there. He's actually bringing the show together. He's driving as well. Of experience. So, he's driving Kendall Ashton's car. You know, he's been a champion in his own right. And the Super Saloon and the Limited Saloon, you know, he set his benchmark over the years gone by, but I'm not going to pick one. I just don't know at this stage. But when you take a look at the two groups, 35 in each, blue and green, 70 super stocks, we all know what that track can do, you know, and anything's up for grabs. If you survive 1 and 2, that's an achievement. It's surviving and getting through all of that. And I'd hate to pick a name out the hat because all of these drivers are all good friends of ours. We bump into them at the track in the pits. They say hello. They throw us T-shirts. So I'm not going to put my head on the topping block and pick one.
Well, I am.
Go on then.
Quinn Ryan's going to be there, right?
Yes.
Well, that's a B car, so I don't mind that at all. I was thinking as long as Macca does everything properly.
Oh, top guy. That guy has got Macca on his side as well, and mate from Kokpit, and they've also kept repping our brand on the car this year, even though there's no money involved, and that's just a massive big deal. So, yep, Quinn Ryan for me, mate. Go all the way, buddy.
Well, put your head on the chopping block, mate, for the celebrity challenge that you sponsor. Can you pick one out there?
Oh,
yeah, hard, eh?
It is pretty hard. Like, I think if you went with your head, someone that's knows that track inside out from being a kid would be Mr. Stanaway. It'd have to be a pickup there. But like you said, you know, the classes across the field. And it'd be interesting to see how Aaron Slight goes. I mean, geez, you know, that guy could do incredible speeds on a on a super bike. It's just absolutely insane what those guys got up to, even back in the day. Let alone what they get up to now, 350 kilometers an hour or something like that, So, I reckon that takes a big set of kahunas to do that sort of stuff. So I reckon he might have a bit of the medal to get in there and push the rest of those boys around a little bit.
What's good though? They've taken opportunity because some of these, if not most of them, some are still pedaling right now. And like you said, Richie's got a gig next year and a full-time gig. But yeah, it's just good to see these well-known motorsport icons in some sense within New Zealand back out there jumping in a class that most Speedway fans love, which is Super Stocks, and putting it on for the fans for the Celebrity Challenge. So get out there and check it out.
Yeah,
Scott Honeybone. Sorry?
No, I was going to say, we just can't forget Steve Williams, who's organised all this, and the effort and time and everything that goes into it all is just incredible. The job he's done is incredible. Just a fantastic guy.
That too. The Steve Williams Foundation's been a big supporter over the years of Ronald McDonald House and the Starship Foundation. And it's like, obviously, they got their own foundation. It's foundation. So, bringing their celebrity status along, which is a big commitment, because when you are a true celebrity like those guys, people, there's a lot of time involved in just doing it. So when you do put your neck on the line, or put your name out there, like the Steve Williams Foundation for charities like this, it's a pretty cool thing to do. So yeah, I absolutely can't wait. And for me, I can't believe that every once in a while, I either get an email or a call from freaking Steve Williams. It's like, what?
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Yeah, I got a phone call as well. I was pretty happy. It made me feel real cool.
Yeah, I got off last time, and my work colleague was like, "Who are you talking to?" I was like, Steve Williams, Speedway legend in New Zealand. That's all.
I do the same thing when people say, "Who's that you're talking?" I say, "Oh, it was Kinser, bro." Hey?
It'll be the one NZ mini
Well, I'm looking forward to catch up with Stevie tomorrow and have a chat with him because he's put a lot into, like you said, Aaron, and man, he must be just about pulling his hair out over the last few years, the arrangement and everything that goes on. And there's others too, they commit to organising vehicles, like Sam said, his dad, Lala, and these people that are incorporated with sponsorship as well. It's just a huge task. Hamish Booker from the Necki, Richard and Trudy says, Greg Murphy is in the 38M. That is 100% correct. Daniel, he's driving the super tanker. That was flying at Huntly last Saturday.
Right.
Murphy could be a good influence on that decision. Up the B and Stanaway, hey? Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what an awesome campaign that Greg Murphy has, sort of, he's such an advocate for driver training and things like that around the country. So I think it's really, really important as a sport that we get him involved in our sport, because our sport is one of the sports that is helping teach our young people to drive properly and be responsible, and giving them a place to go on the weekends to do what they're doing. So yeah, I reckon he's going to have a ball with that. But it's pretty cool to see what he does out there in the public eye, challenging some of the not so obvious decisions the government might make here and there on what we're doing in terms of training our kids. But as a parent, I know it gets me thinking anyway.
Yeah, 100%, mate. So, being the sponsor of the celebrity race, Nigel's put up a question. What night is the celebrity race, or are they racing both nights? Do you know, Aaron?
I think it is just the Saturday for the celebrity.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah,
I thought it was both.
Practice for them is on the Friday, racing the full race on the Saturday. It's a time and everything like that. That's how they work it over time trials and everything. So that's how it's going to roll out.
You will. I'm pretty sure you will see some of the celebrities there on both nights.
The invited celebrities guests will have 3 races on each night.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
The best way to find out the information, people. Sorry, the best way to do it is what I did, and I clicked on the Rotorua Stockcar Club's page on Facebook, and they got a post they put up today with the groups, and that gives you the whole format for the weekend and everything that's happening.
There you go.
And how to do it.
Easy peasy.
So, yeah, so what does it say? 70 super stocks are invited. 3 system. Oh, yeah, 3 full system. I see how they're doing it. Yeah. So, because there's so many, they do a 3-4 system, so everybody races everybody. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so it says there the celebrities will have both
nights. There you go. Easy. Done. We might even share that link up to help some of you fans out there to jump on board and go along and check it out. And of course, if you want to see all the photography, Graham Hughes will be there with the camera clicking away 100 miles an hour, thousands of photos later. Then he'll put it all together on sportswear photography. You can see some of the photos.
We'll be live, Kins, as well on the Friday during scrutineering, doing interviews and talking to drivers. So you can tune into that on Friday with us and probably Saturday too. But we'll do it pretty early because we've got to be handling the sims for them and controlling the sims that everyone's going to be on. So pretty cool. Pretty cool time ahead, mate.
Cool. And also you got the Mondial VCL Stockcar Best of the Rest entry. That's going to be there as well. The Salters Cartage mini stock battle as well, as Sam said earlier. So it's a whole lot of action. Best in the business. Yeah, Trace, you're right. Heaps going on there. So those are just some of the classes that are racing over the 2 days. But I tell you what, mate, bring it on. Like you said, books at the start of the show. It all started tonight for us.
Started tonight, mate. And then tomorrow night, tune in tomorrow night from 7:30. And we will be talking with Steve Williams, Hayden Patton, and Greg Murphy tomorrow night live from 7:30 p.m. So that's another good show for tomorrow night. Are you going to do a live for the sim? We're not sure, Daniel, to be honest. It all comes down to my internet that I'm putting up tomorrow in the middle of the trees and see if it reaches to the club rooms.
Just keep an eye on the page, mate.
Yeah, just watch our page.
We'll catch up with you. Yeah, Dylan Ashton's watching. Always good to catch up with your Dills and catch up with the Ashton family at the track as well. Mate, Aaron, wow. You know, what's happening down in Wallis? Just quickly, what's going on for you down there being a committee member?
Oh, mate, it's awesome. The committee side of things down here has been it's been like anything, it's a challenge. You know, you got to get a whole heap of people in a room and agree on stuff and all that sort of thing. But it's quite the challenge and behind the scenes, just what comes at our sport. But once you get out there on the track and you walk around and you know, you're wearing a staff shirt and things like that, it's actually quite a bit of pride that goes with it. And I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm definitely still the newbie and just kind of sitting back and learning how to do a few things and stuff. But you know, I can only say if you've got the spare time, then joining your committee. If you can go to your committee and approach it with a good positive attitude and really think about your club and your club members, then you can do it and have quite a bit of fun as well. And we do pizza at every committee meeting, which always serves me well.
Yeah, mate, you can't go wrong without a bit of food. Hey, just give it a plug too, because it's a much talked about event that's coming up down in Wellington, obviously with a lot of cars coming from the South Island. You got all the North Islanders. We're talking street stocks here down in Wellington. I'm guessing it's going to be 100 plus.
It already is, my friend. It's we cracked over 100 the other night. I think I'm picking 120, maybe 130. It's going to be an absolutely wicked event. I think there's over 30 cars from the South Island registered already. That's just massive. We've got the sprint cars on the Friday night supporting the New Zealand Street Stock Champs. How about that for a mishmash of completely polar opposite speedway? It's going to be absolutely epic.
That's why he won't be the 240s, kids.
Yeah.
Of course, it's the same
you guys,
weekend.
That's why I can't go to the 240s, because unfortunately I have to watch a whole field of sprint cars and 130 street stocks compete all weekend.
You say it like that. You say it like that now, mate. But you just see if you say it like that after you've watched 3 races of top super stock drivers at Rotorua Speedway. We'll see what you'll say. Man, now I'm divided.
Yeah, no, I don't think Sam wants me on their committee, but look, it's going to be a bloody good event that here. Yeah. It's a really big deal for our club, and we're looking forward to it. And I've still got that challenge on with steak dinner with with my mate Steve down there at Woodford Glen. You know, he's backing a South Island driver to take it. I'm backing a North Island driver. So yeah, I got to keep up the wages with the other promoters, and hopefully a Wellington car can bring it home.
I'm still trying to comprehend the sprint car and the bloody street stock thing, mate. It's like, what the hell, from one extreme to the next. But hey, at least you're going to have pure entertainment, you know, smash, bash, crash. Mind you could get that in both classes, but one just pure speed, and that's a bloody good track to see sprint cars on that track. And I've heard a lot about it from Booker when he was down there not that long ago, you know, and oh wow, that's going to be cool. Murph is from Havelock North, I think. I'm not too sure. I don't know where Murph is, mate, but we'll find out tomorrow when we ask him one of those questions.
To be fair, I think if the 240s went on, we'd definitely be at Wellington for that meeting, wouldn't we?
Oh, 100%.
It's a 50-50 split, you know, and each to their own. And the great thing about our sport is there's there's enough fans to go around. We are very blessed on from that point of view. So you can have a couple of big events on and do okay, unless it's teams weekend, of course. But so yeah, no, I think it's absolutely brilliant. But I'm going to get to the 240s one day, that's for sure, because everyone talks about it.
Yeah, mate. Aaron's an awesome club, man. Seeing that firsthand, that's from Murray Goodley, mate, who took Booker down there. So that's how that rolls. Yeah,
we're travelling together for me and Murray and Fam Damley are going to be all travelling together on the 28th to Bay Parkins for the Ross Ashby's dad's memorial race. So yeah.
Okay. Scott Honeybone, 62C. Dave McSherry to go on top as one is yet. There we go. There's a Southerners coming out.
Yeah, mate. No, that's actually not a bad pick. Actually, at all. There was we sponsored the GP down there last year, so we really got to know a lot of the South Island guys, and we obviously know the Wellington guys and a few of the North Island guys because it's so well supported. Yeah, I just couldn't. I don't know who I would pick. It's absolutely unbelievable. And if you watch it, not just the racing, but even their celebrations are just absolutely off the chain. You know, one of the drivers got out last year and he ran around the whole entire track. I thought he was going to have a bloody heart attack. But by the time he got back, I had to interview the poor bugger and he could barely friggin' breathe.
How many mullets are going to be there, mate? How many mullets?
We'll have sheepy for starters.
100%. No, she'll be a mullet fest, and I tell you what, the more the bloody merrier. Geez, you know, I got to hang out with those street stock guys.
Actually, you raced in one of Sheepy's street stocks.
You made me lose it. Oh my God.
Are you going to have a go? Are you going to have a bit of a jam in Aaron's street stock or not? Do your committee thing, eh?
No, not for that. I've retired from street stock racing, but it was great to have the opportunity. Yes, I'm probably going to buy a super stock next year and just do the 240s myself.
Yeah, that's mate. Marlene or Reddington. Yeah, that's a good call there, Maru. I've watched Marlington and Reddington race. There's some bloody fast campaigners from Christchurch and Dunners on their way up. Mate, it's going to be a big meeting as well. There's been a lot of talk around the Street Stocks Championship. I haven't heard it like this for some time. Well, he kind of, you know, gets himself back to...
You made me cry.
You know what? Okay, Books. I'll tell you what, we'll go get some mullet things and we'll walk around at this weekend, eh? Both of us. I used to have one when I was younger. A moulet.
Oh,
this is what we do on our show. We have fun. We laugh a lot. Yeah.
Oh, I think my days are growing here, mate. They're long.
Oh, man.
Front or back.
Yeah. It's all good. The cheese has well and
there's
truly...
such a thing as an ear hair mullet, like, you know, because I've got plenty of ear and nose hair these days.
Oh, mate, that just... Oh, wow. Okay.
I think that's going to bring our show.
I think. I think on that note, kids.
That's us. It's a hashtag when you see us driving around Trackside with Kokpit, brought to you by GARAGE16. Bring back the mullets. There we go.
Oh, man.
Cheers, everyone.
no.
Okay,
It's
well,
us.
thank you. We're going to finish. Thanks for joining us, mate. We look forward to seeing you on the weekend.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow night.
We'll just let you go down the bottom and then we'll finish the show. Thanks, mate. Okay. Well, that was a good way to finish the show. Everybody lost it with their laughter. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think that's us, kids. So join us tomorrow night. Hey?
That is us.
It's us. Join us tomorrow night, team, for another epic show we're going to have tomorrow. We're going to have Steve Williams, Greg Murphy, and Hayden Padden on the show. We're really looking forward to talking to them, and as they build up to the excuse me, to the Celebrity Challenge this weekend as well. So hope you've got time to join us tonight. Have a great day tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Kinser, what else we got to say? That's it.
That's it. Happy mullets, everyone. See ya.
Welcome along, everyone. What was it like, that experience jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
Just go out there and give it your all every time. And
When you're young and you're getting your old man super stock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Nanny. Look at that field. Doesn't it look fantastic?